We're up to questions for Bruce. Please wait for the mic to state your name, affiliation. Start with two off the top. Chris, then we'll go to Danny.
Hey Bruce, Chris Chapman, Fox Sports Las Vegas postgame show. You kind of alluded to it, well you did allude to it this morning, Mark Stone, what he gives you on the power play. Just how big of a boost was that? Right off the bat, he gets a point on the first goal of the night and it happens to be on the power play.
Yeah, he's good down in that spot, so when him and Jack start playing catch with the puck, it's two options from the same side of the ice, to three left sticks, right, so we can get shots away quickly. So chemistry's been good all year. Good for him to find Hurdle. He'll easier 5-on-3, but still, even Jack's goal later, he takes it to the net, so different options, and eventually that opens up Olesen on the elbow too. So it's good when it all kind of rolls together and you get to use it. Now we had 6 of them, so that's very rare for us. You should have usage of different options, but yeah, it's good to see Mark back out there. You could tell his legs weren't quite there. The 5-on-5 play was good with the shift length. Good on him to keep it at a reasonable number. And yeah, I liked his game. He'll get a little time to rest like the rest of the group and should be good to go on Thursday. Hopefully there's no residual effect. It looked like there was.
The last week or so, we've seen you guys play some really, really good games, good defensive efforts. How close to where you want this team to be do you feel that you guys are right now?
Well, we're closer, right? Like I think if you look at the games, I thought Winnipeg start to finish was pretty good. Anaheim was really good. They're not on the same level as the Winnipegs, Dallas, and Edmonton. No disrespect to them, but they don't have the firepower, so it's a little bit tougher for them. But Edmonton was a good 45. I think in the third we could have extended the lead, pushed a little harder, but still you're pleased that guys were mindful of managing the puck. And sometimes if you manage the puck really well, you're not attacking, right? So you got to find that balance. That's what happened in the third tonight a little bit. We wanted to make sure we played behind them. We did a really good job. So again, I didn't like our first 4 or 5 minutes. We looked off, nervous. Something wasn't clicking, and we got the good call by our video coordinator to get the goal overturned. I think that really helped us, and we settled in after that. Get on the power play, start to get some touches. So we're getting there. We're over now half a game. We're into the sort of 2/3 of it, and again, that's pretty good for December, right? You're not going to be 60 minutes every night this time of the year, but we're inching towards it.
Danny, then Mark.
Hey Bruce, Danny Webster, Las Vegas Review-Journal. The last couple of games you talked about checking in layers, and it seems like that has been an emphasis over the last little bit, even though 39 shots tonight. Do you feel like the checking was still effective the way?
I did. I think that the shot, they're a volume team from the point, so they get a lot of pucks to the net, rebound, 2 whacks, right? So there's 3 shots that another team might wait to make an east-west play. So they accumulate, right? And I think they did early and they did late. So I didn't mind that. You have to box out against them and get under sticks as best as possible. And I thought we did a good job of that. We didn't give them a lot in transition, which they've been very good at this year. So that's, you want to be, if you're not getting in transition, probably means you're turning up, coming into the zone, and then going low to high into the net. So the shot totals might go up, but they're not as good at quality. So that's kind of where it's always been our way if we're doing it right. Now 39 is a little too much, but some of it probably came in the last 3.5 with the goalie out. And again, a lot was in the work they had in the third period, about 15 probably or something, I didn't look, but a majority of them were probably when we were managing the puck and not attacking. Now I thought we did a better job tonight of trying to extend the lead, and we did. But even in the third, Theo hit a bar, Pav hit a bar, power play had a couple of good looks. We were better at that, trying to play in their end than we were against Edmonton. So to go to Chris's question, there was better overall play offensively, but the shot total was a little high. Maybe we need to recover some of those pucks around the front of the net a little better. So that's something we'll work on. But they're a good team. They do it well. They do it to everybody well. And so you got to give them credit.
Sorry.
Mark.
You want to take that? We'll give you time. Day off tomorrow. No, you're good? All right.
Mark Anderson, AP. Piggybacking on the defense, is there confidence there that maybe wasn't there a few games ago? And how much does that have to do with also Hill just playing the way he's playing?
I would say it's been there now for a bit, but maybe not 2-3 weeks ago. I think there's been a stretch there, save for the Utah game. And I still say that was kind of one of those nights where a lot was going in no matter what. So I think we've played better in general, and that's been an attention to detail by the players. I think coming off the road trip, we were a little fatigued, we couldn't practice, so we've been able to at least bear down and focus a little more here at home, a quick trip to Anaheim to do that. And I think they knew they had to. We couldn't keep going where we're giving up that many good opportunities, and some of it is people returning into the lineup. William Karlsson was in and out, Petro on the road, Mark Stone's a good defensive player, so now you get your lines a little more set. I think it'll trend that way personally. It's just the makeup of our team. And I think some of the new guys are getting better at playing how we want to play in our system. The Holtzes, the Pearsons, the Olisons, who's now also back in the lineup. Nick Hagg's getting more reps now that he's back in. So I think it's a little bit personnel driven, and I think Hilly's game is just better. I think you'd be the first to tell you. He just looks better, more comfortable. We knew that would happen, and here it is.
Last one, Ken.
Ken Wilkeson in Vegas. Today's the first time you've had all your forwards healthy. Did it feel a little easier to kind of roll the lines through?
Yep. We tried to keep them together. I mean, coming out of power plays, you're going to have some mixed bag, but we tried to start Nick Waugh every period. That's something we want to build back into our game, where we have a heavy line starting, try to establish territory, tilt the ice. So we'll get back to that. We tried to use Jack and Carly for the most part against Hinson and Duchesne. So we don't mind the other lines against them in general. So it felt like there was a little easier just to roll through it and not manage people as much as we have in the past. And whatever line was up, if they happened to get a matchup that we didn't exactly want, we were okay with it. And that's how we were at our best, and have been for 2.5 years when we can do that. And hopefully, knock on wood, we stay healthy for a stretch here and can start building that kind of 4-line mentality. I think that the ice times are still a little bit off, Ken. We have to get them a little squeezed from the top to the bottom, up, top down a little bit. And I think tonight's probably not a good example of all the power plays, but in 5-on-5, we'd like to get it that way. Especially, like I said, how we've tried to do things here. And that'll be a goal going forward.
Thank you.